All right, Shalom, the nation of Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rehar, Kodash, Barakatham. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, teach well, helping me to grow in this truth. I say Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect of 144,000 is pushing this truth in all sincerity, helping me to grow as well. And I want to get into a lesson today, Lord willing, it's edifying, enduring to the end. And I want to go straight at it. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. And I'm going to start in Ecclesiasticus 2. And I'm going to start at verse 1. For my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay? Set thy heart aright, constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. All right, verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last day. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Verse 6, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way, and trust in him. All right? So we have to constantly endure, man. You know, especially in this time of trouble, man. That Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is our comforter, man. You know. All right. All right. So let's go. Let's go to John, St. John 6, 26, verse 26. Yeah, I'm going to start at 26. Yahweh Shai answered them and said, verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me. See, seek him, because that's why our comfort is seeking him. You know, not because ye saw miracles, but because ye did Salakia. Ye seek me not because ye saw miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaf and were filled. Okay, and so we were filled off the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, off this truth, man. That's where we get filled at. Okay, verse 27. Labor not for meat which perish, man. Okay, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is that everlasting life, man. That meat that endures, man. Okay, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. See, so Son of Man got to give you that meat that's that you endure unto everlasting life. Not man, not this toilet paper, not these masks put around our face, man. You know, it's enduring to the end of this word, man, and trusting with faith, man, in this word. Okay, all right. For him, he have. Let me start that over. Verse 27, John 6, verse 27. Labor not for the meat which perish, but for that meat which endureth until everlasting life, which is the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him have Yahweh the Father sealed. Okay, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is sealed, man, and the elect are sealed, man, already. You know. So through faith and much tribulation, man, we got to trust that in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that we amongst that number, man. Okay? All right. Verse 28, then he say unto him, what shall we do that we might work the works of Yahweh? And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, this is the work of Yahweh, that ye believe on him whom he hath sent. So we got to believe on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, that he's our salvation, man. You know, and he's the rewarder of those that diligently seek us, man. That's why our faith come into play at. All right. So we got to constantly endure. Okay. And enduring, man, is enduring afflictions, temptations, the chastisement of the Lord, it's enduring, but ultimately everything goes back to enduring through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because he's the author and finisher of our faith, man. Okay? Let me go to Hebrews. Let's go to Hebrews. And we're going to start in 12. All right, I'm going to start at verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, man, with patience, okay? Through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, looking unto Yahweh as the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endureth the cross, man. So Yahweh set his son up, man, to be the perfect, example for us, Okay? Alright, let me start over in verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, whom for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the Father. Verse 3. For consider him that endureth such contradictions of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your mind. So no matter what's going on, that he was set up before us, man, to pay the way, man, that we not waver in faith, because we look to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 4. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. For we have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children, my son, despise not the chastisement of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Okay? Verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastises and scourges every son whom he receives. Verse 7. If ye endure chastisement, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? Okay? But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then you are bastards and not a son. Okay? Alright, so we're gonna go through chastisement, man, because the Lord loves us, man. And just like we have kids, I have 4 children, and I have had to, and I understand, in the carnal sense of what I had to do to keep my kids trying to do the right things that I thought was the right things at that time. But now, and that's what the Lord does for us, man. He knows what's best for us. Okay. All right. So we're gonna be chastised, and Job was a perfect example of that as well. All right. All right. So let's go to Second Tim. Let me go to Psalms real quick. Let's go to Psalms. (118). All right. Let's see where I'm at. Wait, that one, that's Salakia. That's a different one. All right, let me go to Psalms. Man, I can't remember that scripture right now. Lord willing, I come back to that verse, man. Nigga, jump. Let's go to Isaiah 26. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 16. Lord, in trouble have thy visited thee. They pour out a prayer when thy chastising was upon them. So whenever we're going through it, man, we always praying, oh Lord, help me, help me, help me, and that's what what we should be doing that at all times, man, through it all, like as a woman with a child that draweth near at the time of her deliverance is in pain and crieth out in her pain, so have we been in the sight of the Lord. Okay? Alright, so the Lord is gonna put us through things, man. That's why in Ecclesiasticus it said prepare thy soul for temptation, man. And then and the Lord is gonna always chastising us as well, man. Alright? So let's go. But when I was in Hebrews, I wanted to stay there, but I got sidetracked. But the Spirit came back on me to go back to Hebrews 6. Alright. And I'm going to start at verse 9. Hebrews 6 and 9. But beloved, we are persuaded better than you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. Okay? For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love which ye have showed towards his name. Okay? To the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you show the same diligence and full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. For when Yahweh made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessed I will bless thee, and multiply I will multiply thee. And all this is through patience, man, and endurance, and diligently seeking him. And so after he had patience, endured, he obtained the promise, man. So the work is not in vain, man, that we do for the Lord, man, that the promises shall come, man, and we just have to endure them. All right. Okay. So I want to go to Revelation. Let's go to 3. Verse 19. Alright, I'm going to start up a little bit. This is Yahweh Shai talking here. Alright, I'm going to start at I'm going to start up at verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich, I increase with goods. Now I'm going to go to 18, start 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that you may be rich, and white as remnant, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anointing thy eyes with eyelet shade, that thou mayest see. Verse 19, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent, man. Okay? So we're gonna be chastened, and we learn from those things, man, and we turn and we repent, man. All right? Okay? So endurance that we have to endure to the end, hardship, destruction, seeing others destroyed in the family or sick or die, people all around us, man, going through things, man, and we have to endure those things, man, through Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, I don't even want to make this video too long, so I'm gonna pull out a couple more scriptures, and I'm gonna close. I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to. All right, I'm gonna start up at verse 24. For thou hast lovest all things that are abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For never wouldst thou have made anything if thou hadn't hated it. And how could anything have endured it if it hadn't been thy will? So it's the will of the Father for us to even endure, but He gives us that strength to endure, or been preserved if not called by thee. And I did a video the other day, man, that that he say not called by thee. See, we've been, his elect men, man, are chosen, man. It's not nothing of our own. It's that we've been chosen. He choose the ones to follow him, from the foundation of the earth, man. So everything is done according to his will, man. So endure through Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm gonna go to but thou sparest all, for they are thine, O Lord, thou lovers of souls. And that's the Lord, man. And He loves us, man. All right. Let's go down to let's go to Baruch 4 and verse 1. All right. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endure forever. Okay. All that keep it shall live, shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die, man. So it's life in the commandments, man, and we have to, in the laws and statutes, man, we have to do all things through Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, man, if we want to live, all right, and have eternal life, man. Okay. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say until the next video, I say shalom.